Please don't cancel us. Please.
PDCU. I'm Voice. This is Cutta. Gio stepped out real quick. We got SuperDave behind the camera. Real quick, I am back outside. I just performed. I opened up for Lord. I'm gonna be back outside again June 22nd. So keep up with me. I'll keep up with you. We appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Well, look who decided to show up.
Had to get lined up, man. Where the fuck that voice came from? I just seen the bro, but I didn't see you on the corner.
It's just a voice that's been waiting here for like 5 hours. That voice been here for like 6 hours.
Yeah, man. I had some.
Can we see the line today or?
The line?
Yeah, you got lined up. You're not gonna wear do-rag all day.
Yeah, nah.
Oh,
that's not what I'm here for.
Unbelievable.
I'm here for work, man. Be in the building. SuperDave is the word. Oh, that's fire. I like it. Branding, that's very important. Let's get to work.
What's poppin', everybody? This is PDCU. Y'all already know, man. I go by Cutta. We got my boy Gio. We got El Cantante, the voice. And we got Dave hiding behind the camera as usual. What's going on? What's poppin', gentlemen? How's everybody been these last 3 months?
Kendrick and Drake.
For this beef, we didn't have to comment on the Quavo and Chris Brown because that was a one and done.
Yeah, that's a one and done. That's like the undercard fight and shit.
That was
even though Chris Brown went in.
I ain't playing chess with a checker player. I'm a ticking bomb on a detonator. I shit on niggas, I'm a defecator. I put Amigo on a ventilator. Stop talking about beating girls. You was beating bitches on the elevator. We seen the taste, that's devastating.
He went in, he slapped.
And Quavo had some slaps too. But we talk about Kendrick and Drake.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call the Eminem Benzino undercard too.
Cause that's an old beef. That's an old beef.
Right.
That Benzino Eminem shit. Eminem been packed Benzino up. But I ain't gonna lie, Benzino did come back and was saying like some shit. But it's stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, they said Cassidy wrote that for him.
He definitely.
What?
Yeah, listen.
So Cassidy dissed Eminem on the. Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
but how the fuck niggas get to know that? Like, you know how Pokemon, like, what's Pokemon is this? It's fucking Cassidy. Cassidy. He got his hat on backwards and shit.
You see the silhouette. You already know.
Who's this? You know it's Cass with the hat on backwards. It's only him and who else wear their hat like that still? Joe Budden used to do that back in the day. Man, do that. I think Papoose had his hat on while getting the lineup was sick.
Yeah, T.I. was doing that for a minute.
T.I. had it like this. That's what, yo, that's funny.
But I think after I heard the allegation for the first time before it was proven, I went back and I heard it and I was like, oh shit, that is Cassidy.
You heard the cadence?
You spoke about it.
The cadence.
Spoke about it on one of those.
Yeah, exactly. The flow, where the bars were stopping. So I don't know. I just want to bring. I feel like if we're going to talk about this shit, I just feel like it got to be from 2024 all the way up until now. As soon as 2024 started, it was just everybody was catching strays, you know what I'm saying? And I think a big part of that was because of Cat Williams.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
2024 is going to be the year where all of the top people. And Cat did set it up. He did set it up.
But they also say, what is it? Who wants the facts when the lie is so much more entertaining?
I always want the facts. Speaking on that Kendrick and Drake shit, because that's what we on, is like, I'm not trying to skip steps, but what he said on that last one, the Heart Part 6, I felt that he's like, you got to come with facts.
Yeah.
A lot of times when we see his interviews, it really don't be all facts.
It could be argued that if you go back, you do the homework, you know what I'm saying? Even early on when Drake first took K-Dot on his first tour and all that, and helped him get
Paradise tour. That tour was crazy too.
This is my brother A$AP Rocky. This is my brother Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
They would call that peak Drake, but
yeah, for sure.
It could be argued.
Take care, Drake.
Yeah, that Drake, that Kendrick had it out for Drake even then, you know what I'm saying? That's Take Care, all right. That if you go all the way back and listen to that, there's a record on there called Buried Alive, right?
The Kendrick one, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's Drake's album, but it's only Kendrick's record. And on that record, if you really listen and dissect it, he's really taking shots at Drake. He wasn't dissing him per se, but he was talking about how he kind of always felt the way about Drake and felt jealous about him. Every time his name was mentioned, he would react like an infant whenever you are mentioned. Mind Over Matter, just basically saying how he always felt funny about him till he met him, and he helped him put him on and gave him game and shit like that. It's called Buried Alive. Because you are.
I never really listened to the song like that.
I love it.
It wasn't my like go-to on this.
Nah, he got praise for this verse.
He gets praised for a lot.
Yeah, he always gets praise for verse. This is Kendrick. There's just so many slaps on that album that this wasn't the one that I was like.
Matter. Now fast forward to now, there's a lot of records that people were playing, but there's a lot of little filler records, if you was call them that, that weren't added. Like Drake had a filler record where he spit on Buried Alive, and he, you know what I'm saying, he redid the whole Kendrick flow and everything, and he addressed that shit. Forward, even mid 2010s, 2016, 2017, when that whole Drake and Meek Mill shit was happening, Kendrick was still throwing shots around that time too. That a lot of either went over a lot of people's heads or no one paid attention. But that King Kunta.
But most of y'all share bars like you got the bottom bunk in a two-man sale.
A two-man sale? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They rapping, but you with a ghostwriter.
Fuck it, man. I'ma just say it, bro. Kendrick is nice, but I think that he's pussy for not addressing this shit way before, and he had to wait for like 20 niggas to jump on records and finally start this cool to come at the boy. That's all I'm saying. That's why I gotta give the advantage to Drake a little bit more, because it's like, bro, y'all really making it look like Drake is Thanos at this point.
I am inevitable.
And to the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomachs, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? You guys, that's what I thought. No, that's what I thought.
Captain America couldn't do it on his own. Spider-Man, fucking Thor. A lot of these niggas couldn't do it on their own. So what they did, they formed the Avengers, and I'm pretty sure this has probably been said already on social media. That's my whole argument. If you really that nice and y'all niggas is giving him all this praise and shit, why didn't he just do this shit from the jump like Pusha T did, like Meek Mill did? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my whole thing.
That's what I thought.
Embarrassing. Colors of gun.
Yeah, maybe he probably was thinking about it a lot because he knew he got to come correct. I want to say Kendrick did get him, but Drake lines, there was a line that Drake said to ASAP that was fire. He said, you was hitting my BM, guess who I was hitting then?
Yeah.
That's that line. Like, so you was fucking who I got a kid with now, but when you was fucking her, I was fucking Rihanna.
Yeah.
like he said, I didn't even know you dropped shit again because niggas on the net only talking about your fit again.
Yeah, bro,
he said, ask Frank if it's a smart thing, you want to get your head split again. The second part was fire. I feel like what Drake fucks up is that he let Kendrick dictate how the battle should go. That's the reason why I might give it to Kendrick. Because when Kendrick did all those, you know, the like 3 tracks in one, he ended up doing the same thing. Same thing when Pusha revealed You Got a Son, then now split the album in 2. And it's like a R&B rap. Like, you shouldn't let niggas dictate. It's like boxing. If a nigga puts you in the corner,
you automatically
fucked up if you can't get out that shit and rope-a-dope or Philly shell it. And I feel like that's only Drake's Achilles heel.
And then freaking Drake with all the records, he was on defense the whole time.
For sure. They say they like Drake better with offense. I do too. That's the reason why when he did the Meek shit, Charged Up, and it was light. But when Back to Back came out, it was like another one.
Exactly.
So the thing he had to do, he always got the power to do that.
Right? I feel like Drake is always going to get the short end of the stick for multiple reasons. Pause. I think that, first of all, everyone was really just hyping up Drake Kendrick, forgetting the fact that there's a lot of niggas that came at him. He wasn't just going to let them niggas slide.
He had a lot of
so on a record like Push-Ups, where he was mostly coming at Kendrick, on records like Family Matters, he still had to address everyone else. In between Family Matters and this record that you're playing right now, Push-Ups, your man Rose dropped the record.
Yep.
He didn't address Rose on this record because Ross was already in the fucking process of making his diss record. So he had to address Ross. In the midst of all this, We Still Don't Trust You, the second shit, where now he got the Weeknd singing and dissing bars at Drake and shit. He had to address Weeknd. You know what I'm saying? Then Rocky dropped that weak ass fucking verse on that record where he had to, you know what I'm saying? Not Rocky.
Then the AI thing came, right?
The AI shit came after
Push-ups.
Yeah, and I like that one too. I fuck with
I like it too. This was why he was still waiting for Kendrick to reply. So if you listen to the words on this, he's saying, "Yo, we still waiting on you." He's speaking in Pac's voice, saying, "Yo, you the West Coast savior. We need you to reply." Snoop saying the same shit. It was a good record.
I think it was a good record, but just the simple fact that I would have checked with Pac's family first.
Yeah, they took that shit down. But it's not Pac's family that was in charge of it. It's a person that it's like one of those label head white niggas that kind of is in cahoots. Yeah, and he's in cahoots with like the people that are a part of Interscope. Okay. It's like one of those old white label niggas, you know, like a Steve Rifkin type person. So that's the motherfucker.
To get around that, he could have been like
hollered at them. But they would have dubbed it because you had to pay bread.
No, not just pay bread. That's the West Coast. They stick together over there, don't they?
Yeah, West Coast is.
They would have been like, "No, who you coming at, Kendrick? Nah, we can't do that."
He could have also been like, "Look, I took the time to speak to the heavens, ask Pac for some advice, and this is what he's saying."
Yeah,
I think that all this shit really just stems from Drake fucking everybody's bitch. That's just my theory. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
I think that everybody just mad and jealous. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the bitches that Drake was fucking at the time was a lot of bitches that
everybody wanted or had.
Yeah,
had or
that's the same thing with The Weeknd. He was saying like when The Weeknd was dating that model Bella Hadid or whatever. Then he's like, "I ain't fucking. We just lip locked." He lying. He said, "Nah."
It's like which lips was he locking with?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah. So you know, to bring Dave up to speed, in the midst of all this, Drake is flying Ross's ex-bitch out to his shows, giving her VIP.
Lyric Galore?
Was it? Yeah, I think it was Lyric Galore. You know what I'm saying? She's posting pictures on her story with the OVO seats and all that, vibing to Drake. He's trying to justify the diss by saying that the only reason he dissed Drake was because he sent a supposedly assistant to French, which got debunked, and it was like, nah, that shit wasn't true either. You're mad because fuck your bitch, your ex-bitch, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, now we can land the plane, which Ross was able to land his plane.
And Drake's defense,
that's crazy.
There was an interview a while back when he was first coming out. He was like, "Yo, none of these people are my friends.
They're all not to be trusted. I don't trust none of them. I'm not naive. I'm not out here being like, yo, it's not buddy, man. This is war.
Yeah, he got a song on the Certified Lover Boy album called No Friends and No Friends and My Brothers. Like, it's always that. And then you know what I like, even though I might be skipping a step, because you know even Future is a part of that too, because of Metro.
Future's a big part of that.
Yeah, that song on, I think it's on that shit with 21 Savage. There's a song called What Will Pluto Do? And then they was talking about it on the pod, like why Future ain't on it. When you listen to that song again,
he's not.
It's about a female.
He's not praising Future. It sounds like it.
Yeah.
He's throwing major subs at Future.
It's like, it's a smart record. I like smart records.
Yo, and this is smart, bro. And I think what's going on right now is falling on ears of a lot of casual fans. You know what I'm saying? Not to sound like a meat rider or nothing. I just listen to a lot of music. I've been listening to Drake since early Drake. I've been listening to Kendrick since early Kendrick. I've been listening to all these niggas for years since they first came out.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So a lot of this shit that, you know what I mean, Drake always been strategic with how he disses niggas. He's very subliminal. I think he learned that from
Degrassi?
Nah, I would say from
Jay-Z. He was rapping on there too a little bit.
Knowing that's still his fault for drawing for Kendrick and Rocky, like he said. You know what I'm saying?
You know, everything is business, never personal.
But I think
take nigga on the tour, get the money.
Exactly. I think that's how he was. That's why. And he's moving the way he's moving, jumping on the new waves, things like that, being a chameleon when it came to music. Because it's like, these people ain't my friends anyway, so I'm going to jump on your track,
right?
Make it fire, steal your style, bounce. You know what I'm saying?
It's true, bro. And here's another thing I want to add to all this shit, because I don't want to sound like I don't fuck with Kendrick. I like Kendrick, but my whole thing is, I'm just like every other fan. When a nigga don't drop and it's been a year, 2, 3, 4 years and shit, I start getting mad. Like, yo, what's up, man? When Kendrick gonna drop something new, we gotta wait another 4 or 5 years. You needed to catch traction by dissing this nigga, you know what I'm saying? So, in reality, you gotta thank the nigga
for he just made you hot again.
Hell yeah, bro. If Kendrick would've dropped the album prior to this beef, if you would've, that shit would have, you know what I'm saying? It would have hit the charts, but it wouldn't have been hitting the way it's hitting right now. So for everybody who want to say that Kendrick won the battle, to me, I think Drake won the war. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I said when we was on Instagram Live the other day. Let's just say we in here with I know some gentlemen in here are engaged. They got their wives. It's just a hypothetical. But let's just say we in the PDCU shit and there's a bunch of bitches here. We got a bitch over there shaking ass. Another bitch here lit smoking the blunt and shit. Another bitch right here sitting on Voices Live. You know what I'm saying? Smoking, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all here. Again, this is hypothetical. In one scenario, we got, we got Kendrick, man. He's gonna be performing at the Garden, yo. How many of y'all bitches want to roll with us or whatever?
I was surprised to hear some of the things that you were saying over here when you talk about depression and reveal suicidal thoughts.
You know what I'm saying? They might be like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I feel you.
Fast forward to another scenario on a parallel tip. Yo, Drake is performing at the Garden. How many bitches you think would rather see Kendrick over Drake?
I mean, yeah, that's true.
It's not a rhetorical. I'm asking honestly. Like, what do you think, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, I
think all of them.
Yeah, for sure. But
who really want to? Unless Kendrick is bringing Rihanna, you know what I'm saying, and all his features and shit. Then shit. If Kendrick brings Rihanna to the Garden, they're gonna want to go to the Garden to see Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the record was cool. I want to see Riri.
I feel like it's all subjective though, because certain women might want subjective to perform. It be women at the Griselda shows to be seeing like Conway and Westside Gun and Benny. You feel me? Like there was women going to see DMX. Well, they was coming to see rap niggas for real.
Remember, DMX had the chick tracks too.
What chick tracks?
Did he have the song with Aaliyah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he never really performed that. Like DMX records that he performed.
Bitches love what these bitches.
He probably that one and how's it going down? Maybe those, but it's all subjective. I know what you're saying. Like Drake got more records for the females.
Yeah. How many of those records does Kendrick have?
Yeah, he don't really got none of those.
He got the shit with Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
He got the
what song was that with Rihanna again?
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
Loyalty.
I forgot about that.
I know.
I like the one I do like that he got. I don't know if women fuck with it, but it's the shit with SZA that was on Black Panther shit.
Nobody's coming out to see. I fuck with that.
That's
but nobody,
that shit.
I
heard that in the theaters. If I was to see that perform, I'd be like,
But yeah, more entertained because SZA is there.
True. But I feel like it's all subjective. As far as the rap beef is concerned, like that would be just like, it's kind of like when Jay-Z and Nas was beefing. Who fuck with who more? Most people fuck with Jay more. Most people fuck with Nas. Even though I feel like that battle was more even than this one. Yeah, because like that was a battle, and it was like boom. But even when they was listening to Nas, there was a lot of shit that wasn't truthful. But in a battle rap, if a nigga lies and it's not true, it's debunked.
But it's what you can make stick.
But people don't really fuck with Drake like that because I don't like the
angle. They've been dying to see his.
Yeah, it's that colorism angle. I don't like it. Like I hated that angle. Talking about women and kids, whatever, that shit whacked to me. But it's done. It's been done before. It just was too much emphasis on it.
When it comes to a battle, there's no holds barred.
True to a certain extent. All right, let me ask you: if I made a diss track and I dissed your wife, when you see me, what's your reaction?
If it's a diss track?
Yeah, and I'm just like wilding.
My instinct is to get on a record and do the same.
Okay, cool. I respect that. But you can't feel no way when niggas. You talking about like if I had beef with you and I mentioned your wife, now it's outside of rap.
If you on live saying something like that, I'm gonna come find you.
Yeah, for sure. Cause now it's not
record and you put it out.
Okay, I get you.
Now it's a competition. Now we going back and forth because it came out on wax first.
Yeah, I just feel like it's talked about casually. I just feel like battle rap and shit. We done seen these niggas take it above and beyond. So they're always gonna try to,
take it to another.
Yeah, either keep it at that bar, raise the bar. So that's where it gets a little tricky. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is talking about each other's kids and shit like that, and that's where it gets a little tricky. But
and remember, in battle rap, there are contracts you sign saying. I mean, they still be putting their hands on each other.
Yeah, they
saying like, there's not gonna be a fight. I'm gonna finish my rounds.
Right.
Anything goes. Some people even have stipulations like
niggas don't even talk about niggas' dead moms and shit. That's why I got lit that one battle. Yeah, that was a good battle.
It gets crazy.
Jim's and Goods when he talks about his daughter, because
he punched him.
Always has in his contract. Don't say nothing about my daughter.
Alright, so I'm gonna just say this quick thing about 616 in LA. That shit was basura. Anybody who fuck with that shit is just a Kendrick NPC.
So why do you say that?
Because that shit is trash all the way, everything, all around. Like there's nothing about that song that's good. The beat, the sample is kind of okay, but that shit is trash, bro. How y'all feel about it?
It's alright. It was. I just didn't really gravitate to it crazy, like.
It wasn't it. Let's just say that. The Kendrick
I'm not like
gonna say opposite, but shit was trash. You know what I mean? He was alluding that he had knowledge about certain shit that he didn't really have knowledge about.
Like the only thing for me that really caught me throughout the whole battle was Not Like Us and Meet the Grams.
Not Family Matters.
Not as much. Like those two records stand out for me. That's why I feel like he won the battle, but I believe that Drake won the war.
Even though he was talking about a whole daughter that this nigga don't even have, you still feel like that record
we have to say supposedly because we don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't have a daughter that's 11 that no one knows about.
How do you know that?
Nah, he said he fed false information, and that was all like calculated on Drake's move. Like, yo, I got a daughter. So you know, and if Pusha would have, like, I don't know, maybe I get what you're saying. The nigga do probably had done some shit.
We don't know
because they were saying for a long time Jay-Z had a kid with Free. And then they got niggas that look like him,
but also saying he got a kid with this girl named what's her name, Katrina or something like that.
Yeah, some shit. But
all of a sudden disappeared from the face of the earth.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that angle, like I said, I don't like whether I don't know. That shit just so corny to me. Like just the whole women and kids thing is like. I mean, it's been a thing, but there's too much emphasis on that, man. 616 in LA, I didn't really feel it like that. Meet the Grams was cool, but it just takes away from it because he was talking to an imaginary kid. After that, I think it was what They Not Like Us.
They Not Like Us.
They Not Like Us is a home run.
I was dancing.
That's the one.
All the way from Jersey.
That's the one. I think that right there is the reason why Kendrick probably could have won that or won it, because that one was like
and it's still going crazy right now.
It's number one.
Got strippers dancing.
Niggas is crip walking and shit. That's crazy.
It was a good record. It feels weird seeing strippers shaking ass to this. I'm not gonna lie, but
fuck it. Sometimes you just gotta pop out and show niggas.
Exactly.
And that's when the ass like going crazy. Don't get it twisted. Drake could fuck around and hit you with some shit. The only thing is like I think at this point niggas don't really care who's gonna come out with it. Like
the last verse went crazy though, but he's really sticking to his woke references on this
for
shit.
Sure.
Breaking down the whole slaveries and you know what I mean, and slaves moving to Atlanta. Fast forward to Drake, and he got crazy with woke culture. You know what I mean? So he know what he's doing. He's using his superpowers.
I think with Drake, if he would have hopped on this same beat right after him,
yeah, that would have been crazy. That would have made it fun. I didn't think of that. He said, and yo, that would have been fire. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like Kendrick just continued the consistency of that. That's what it was. Yeah, just continue to keep doing it. I think it's just, if it ain't factual, then it just takes away from it. I just like the breakdowns of everything.
That like Kendrick was doing?
Yeah, he was breaking shit down. But that They Not Like Us is just one of them. You know, but when Drake dropped the Heart Part 6, I fucked with it. That's Drake's bag.
The Heart Part 6 is Drake. That's the one.
The A minor, and then he did the
you
know, like, oh shit, that's clever. B minor.
He rebutted.
He said the only young ones I'm talking to, I ain't talking to. He said Whitney, whatever Whitney needs. I ain't talking to Millie. I'm Bobby Brown. Talking about the girl from Stranger Things, like that.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, we're probably the very few out of the percentages that fuck with this record. This shit to me, I love it. It's
Nigga said I'm decorated, my wolf jacket.
Yeah, like, bro, he went crazy. And then to everybody saying, yo, he got on defense mode. That's how you know he lost. Once you get called a pedo, a snitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got.
Yeah, that was a whack angle that everybody's like, oh, he's defending himself in there. So that's
but that's what I'm saying. When you get caught these things, you gotta fucking address it. You know what I'm saying? Because now everybody's just gonna be on calling you a pedo, trying to pull up old footage of whatever the fuck.
There was a lot of footage that kind of.
It wasn't a lot.
Oh, like he was kissing fans and shit.
Still kiss your fans?
Which? No, I stopped that. I think
there's a Button video circulating about. Yeah, I think 2009 you were kissing your fans.
The glory days, man. The glory days, man. You know, I miss it a lot. I miss it a lot.
He was 17 at the time.
But he's like, oh.
He's in his early 20s.
He said, oh.
Yeah, early 20s and 17-year-old still sick.
All right. Even though, all right, hold on. See, I said I wasn't gonna say this shit on air, but I gotta say it because it's people who probably gonna see this shit who never been where we from or whatever. And I'm not defending it, but bro, can we all just You know what I mean? Who's coming with me? Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
Growing up where we grew up, was that shit? Come on, was that shit not damn near normal to see a girl in her mid-teens fucking with a guy who was in his fucking mid to late 20s? Yeah. I'm not saying that it's cool. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, bro, the bitch was 17. He was in his early 20s. Yeah. It's not like the nigga was pulling out a little 10-year-old girl or saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's not cool, again. But then again, at the same time, what's the law? 17, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna sound like I'm condoning this.
I think what made that situation bad was the fact that he was like, you can't be up here, you're gonna get me in trouble. And then he kissed her on the mouth.
I didn't see her kissing. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch that whole thing, he's rubbing on her shoulders and everything like that, and then he's like, yo, so how old are you? She's like 17. Oh my God.
So I follow that girl. For the record, right now, she's a baddie.
And then he's kissing her cheek, kissing her forehead, and then kissed her on the mouth.
Yeah, I follow.
Like, all right, get out of here.
All right, hold on. I follow her, right? Oh, she addressed the shit. You know who took her to that concert and let her get on stage and do all that shit? No. I want Dave to take a wild guess.
Her father.
Her father. Her father.
Okay, so with all of these artists that be having these youngins around them, it's their parents that be bringing them there. So
she just graduated law school or some shit like that. I'm just saying,
you went crazy on her.
I'm just saying, she's a bad bitch. It's gonna sound like I'm condoning it, even though I'm not. Bro, I grew up seeing this shit my whole life. It was girls when I was that age that I wanted to date and told me they wouldn't date me because they only date older niggas. The niggas who was fucking 27, 28 years old, done had babies by the nigga, and nobody was saying shit. It was weird, but it's a part of the norm to me. You know what I'm saying?
But listen to the wording that you're saying. It was weird.
You
understand that it was weird, just like Drake understood it was weird right before he kissed her on the mouth and told her to get off the stage. So if you're acknowledging that it's weird, then it's weird.
That's a touchy
like
subject,
saying,
man.
Oh, this is a bowl of shit, man. And then you eat the bowl of shit. You acknowledge it's a bowl of shit.
Bowl of shit is crazy. I know what you mean, but
it's wrong and you still doing it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I never hear no uproars or no, yo, why is the legal age of consent 17 and shit? You know what I'm saying? It's like
because the louder voices are what gets things moving. So I think the voices who get louder and move the consent up to 18, that's who should be speaking, but they're not.
Wasn't it 18 and then they brought it down to 17, or am I wrong?
Yeah, I remember all the politicians that have the power to change this 50-ass niggas, they 69 dogs.
The pedo claims against him is more so of him noticing how young they are and more so kind of molding them. And
still engaging? But who's them? Aside from the little chick who I follow on Instagram who just graduated law school.
With the Millie Bobby Brown, there was an interview with her.
Relationship with Drake. Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely going to go and see him. I mean, he's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
Alright, man.
We're just into Stranger Things.
Nah, that's crazy. See, I ain't know all that. I seen some of the Millie Bobby things. He referenced it or whatever. I don't know, man. Shit.
I just.
Yeah, that's where it gets weird, right? Because it's like, damn.
They're not like us.
They're not like us. They're not like us. He's always gonna be the guy. So what everyone trying to say is over Drake's career, no. Drake puts out an album tomorrow. He comes to the Garden. He's selling out the Garden. You know what I'm saying? He puts out an album. It's going to top the charts. Kendrick puts something out. It's going to chart, but nobody's going to care as much.
I think he's going to go back into his cave and then probably drop an album later on or something like that. But I think once this is done and the consensus, he's going to see a lot of people saying that he won the battle. But in the end, I really believe that Drake won the war.
Okay, but favorite song from the whole thing?
Mine's is Family Matters.
Mine's Not Like Us. That go crazy.
Does it really? Alright, so here's my thing with Family Matters, right? Because we living in the age of melodies and shit, you know what I'm saying? That record literally got everything. It got the wordplay, you know what I'm saying? It got the motherfucking beat breaks. It got the beat switches. It got the drill shit, you know what I'm saying? It got the harmonies. It has multiple harmonies. It got witty wordplay. The shit just sound better when it ring in the club. I was in the club the other night. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at bitches shaking ass. They not like us. It just felt weird. It just feels like one of them shits you go to Cali and there's a bunch of niggas out there in cholos or whatever just bouncing the low rider. If Kendrick would have dropped that record with that same hook or whatever, but it wasn't a diss, y'all think would it have hit that hard?
In the midst of the battle, it made sense, but if it's just a record, then no.
It's like King Kunta. King Kunta was a cool record, you know what I mean? That was cool. If King Kunta would have dropped the whole record is a diss record, that shit, they would have fucked with it way more. It was crazier just because it's a diss record, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the Heart Part 6 where it's not really a bop, but he got a heartbeat and he's really just on defense mode. Like, nigga, I ain't no pedophile, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then he's rebuttaling on certain shit that he said. It was a slept on record, but I think later on down the line, you're gonna start seeing those memes where it's like, remember that one time where everyone ganged up on Drake and then they're gonna start giving him his flowers way later, just like they do with everything else, just like they did. Just
on some like he survived jumping.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or like when that movie Watchmen came out, when that shit first dropped, everybody was like, years later down the line, everybody's like, yo, that movie, y'all ever seen this shit?
Catch up with it.
It happens all the time, so that's why I say Drake won the war.
I can see